Okay, Naomi, I'm gonna share something with you real quick. I want you to just see what the total stream of text conversation has been between my mom and I, because this is getting worse. All right, so if you were thinking you're gonna be writing into her nicely and now talking to her very nicely and all this, I am starting to recommend against this, and for you to actually be just a little more direct and honest. Why am I saying this? Just watch. Here's how it starts. All of a sudden, after, and there's a lot of stuff I'm skipping so far. I need way more time. I'm going to show you everything eventually if it works out that way. But for now, this is after earlier this morning today on my birthday, where she's basically saying, you know, no, you need to get, I'm not going to see you until you get the psychiatric evaluation. And then I'm like, this is fucking insane. This is bullshit. And no wonder fucking your son hates you. And all this. Eventually, somehow, she then appears in the city for some reason at a Whole Foods without telling me anything in advance. Just says, okay, so maybe we'll meet. You'll see. Yeah, basically like this. Then she adds, as shown here, let me know if you could come here all of a sudden. If not, I won't wait, thank you. And then a heart. Then I write to her, I'm angry with you about this, all of this crap. I think Naomi should speak with you first, then let us meet soon right after you have that conversation with Naomi. I then add, I'm extremely mad at you, actually. You're kind of a terrible mom. You haven't considered this. And this is not just out of context that I'm putting this just to put it in her face. This is because of like all this stuff higher and higher and all like this. And everything that's happened recently makes more sense. Just, no, I'm angry. This is from earlier this morning. So understand that. Then she writes, oh, you know, watch this. Do you think that this shows? This is just signaling, oh, okay, like fake remorse, fake sadness. Watch this fake sadness where it's actually going to go. Because if you show this, you're subject to the test. Okay, we're going to see and poke and further test and evaluate to see if the mother in this position, in her position, is actually the really remorseful. Does she have real regret she did wrong? We're going to see. Watch. I write to her, let her call you first. Once that is finished, then we'll discuss in our turn after that with us. And then I further sent her a link. Finish watching this. This was a text link I sent her 4 times within a day and a half that she didn't give her, a day and a half that she watched it, which was like an important video, whatever. Eventually she writes back, okay, now I watched this already, a day later. Okay, nope, not a huge problem, but the little things, right? But watch the main thing now. She didn't call, I'll wait a few minutes more. Okay, you saw that sad face up here, right? So, sad face, then track her true attitude and disposition. How's she really showing? If you are extremely angry, then we should meet another day. And then she adds insanely this, and you can imagine how pissed off and insane and inappropriate of a thing this is to write to your son in her position. Okay? I'm also very angry at you. How you treated me. Keep in mind how I treated her was exactly due to how she treated me. That's the inversion, typical of narcissistic programming. Continue, you're texting right now, as you see, which we'll see. But watch this for now. I'm also very angry at you, how you treated me. I will never accept such a treatment from nobody. So domination, impervious immunity, psychopathic Terminator mama, who doesn't love her children. I will never accept nobody, Hitler. That whole crazy thing. So it's not actually that you love your children, you want to control, I will never nobody. That's stupid shit. No, part of love is being vulnerable and being ashamed when you did something wrong against the people who you do love. So that's how you really know she doesn't love the person. Because if you don't love them, you don't feel as much shame or hardly any. Potentially, very potentially, that becomes potent and activated and true when you mistreat them because you have no affinity for them, which is sick. But they're the one emotionally, karmically, and fault-wise, morally responsible. Doesn't matter. She owed better. You're not allowed as a mom to write something like this. It's so you're trying to just dodge guilt. I don't care who's blaming me. I can be guilty of whatever I want, but you still have to sit there and smile. But if that world operated like this, then these monsters get worse, because no one in their magic fantasy, if the rest of the world followed their idea of how they should be treated, oh, they're just gonna act worse, and no one's gonna fucking say anything to them. So that only encourages them to act worse. Yet rebuke also similarly has them act worse just the same, because their nature's to keep, I won't be wrong, I have to be Teflon domination mother. No, I need you to presence her to real reality. Stop it. Etc., etc. So the next message comes in. Okay, I'm leaving now from wherever she was. No one told her to go to the middle of Manhattan, wherever she was, to talk. You see, it's all she has a fucking mind problem. Stop her. Somebody fucking stop her from believing she ought to continue this dynamic. Shame her. Don't be polite. Actually fucking shit on her. I don't care if she don't like you. That's the point. We'll make her not like everybody, because when the whole world's on my side, then you fucking crumple. That's the point. Don't fucking make her like you. Damn it. I'm tired of this shit. If you fucking have a sweet conversation with her, I'm gonna be offended. Make her feel a little bit, wake up, and etc. So you understand the thing. Now watch this. I'm having this shit. I get this on my birthday. She's writing this shit. I'm almost ready to fucking punch people in the face around me. I'm not having this shit. But it's her fault. In context, you understand. She's the original provocator. And then the rest of the chain is denial, deflection. No, I don't want to take responsibility for what I started. You understand? Then she adds, and I add to her this. I tell her, that's the fucking problem. That's the problem, that you're mad at me at how I supposedly treated her. I will talk to you exactly like this. If you are that insane for being guilty of the original transgressions. In life, this is a very organic equation, an accounting system. If you're guilty, you owe she wants to create a magic zone of magic immunity. It doesn't exist. It's never existed anywhere unless you're actually literally the king of a country. If you're not that, not a parent is immune from an adult child, especially adult son to a mother. A mother should never be fucking guilty. That's the worst. Because it's against the energetics. It's against the yin. Fuck. You get the thing. So obviously I'm writing. Is this unreasonable for me to write? No. You tell me, you figure. I simply write to her, that's the fucking problem. You will never accept such a treatment from nobody. I write, you need to accept it. That's the point. The whole struggle is because you're refusing to accept what you're supposed to accept. Stop denying. It's not mine to accept this deflection. You accept it. Okay? Nobody accepting it is a huge problem. Me accepting it is never going to happen, and is also the wrong direction and is a problem because it's false and faulty. She needs to accept it. But man is the teacher over woman, not the other way around. If you're so foolish as to be a mother who's wronged her male son who's 37 years old, you don't have magic mommy immunity. I'm a parent. It goes away. You only it's worse actually. You have to hang your head more. Everybody knows this who has sense, except narcissism, because they want to hang on to the cluster B programmed. No, no, it's false. Continuing. So I write onwards, I say, the problem stems because it's you, Mom, who keep refusing to accept and to take that responsibility and to take the blame of the fault that's yours. It's to you, that's where it goes. Not so terrible. Continuing, I did nothing wrong. That's morally, I did nothing wrong in this whole situation, such as to have her be protesting how I supposedly treated her. No. You don't have him for the millionth time. No woman anywhere ever, or human being anywhere ever, has magic immunity that they are exempt from the natural emotion that you are responsible for having provocated with your recklessness. Or severe negligence, or stupidity, or evil. We're repeating the same truths over and over. These are the psychopathic-like types. roughly. It's all that kind of fucking problem. Non-shame, non-remorse. Onwards. So we continue. And I did nothing wrong then morally for having... I was reacting to you. So you have to die figuratively under the energetics of hanging with shame. You are the crucified one. Don't resist it. This so you can reborn and you're actually elevated, we hope. You resist the dying part of self-humilification, self-nullification. You can't resurrect as a higher reformation. Duh. That's why these types, because they did so little of that in their whole life, that's why as time goes on, more and more in life, they become worse relative to where they should be. You see, while others are more and more evolutionarily advancing, emotionally, all that, they stay with a larger and larger divergent gap. You get the deal. So then I add, I'm not morally wrong and I'm not schizophrenic, that I'm mentally sick. You piece of crap. And again, in context, here, because I'm being all the shit that happened and I'm being given more of the same shit on my birthday, not completely unreasonable for me to be writing this. No, fucking, I'm not all this, any of this crap, you piece of crap. It should just stun her, like, fuck, I am stupid, I'm sorry, my son. That's the ultimate goal. True tshuva. I continued then to add, you are one of those misaligned types in life, and you'll get what I mean. I'm basically mocking her, saying, you're one of those types who, you got mad at me because I got mad at you. What the fuck is that? That's the most immature shit of all. You know what I'm talking about. If someone got mad at you, it's because you probably deserve it. It's not, oh, you're mad at me, yeah, I'm mad at you. That's the psycho shit. Cut it. Call her out on it. Call her out on it. Right. So, I put this in, nothing wrong, right? Instead of some kind of shame, anything to establish a relationship with your son, is the only priority you have is a woman who's alive. And if you don't get that, if you're the woman that doesn't get that in life, and you're that problem, and you don't get it, you're stupid, you deserve death. God should be killing everybody. Quickly. Hashem sends a destroyer any minute. We're tired. No fucking chesed. What? Your picky toes out of line? Destroy. That's pure gevura, din, justice, all this. We get the idea. Continuing. So, all that, she just, with the cold, dry, it's worse. Ask Naomi to call me. She never did. That's all she fucking musters. So, well, I told you, I let you know that. But as for her being this kind of way here, she needs another woman to figuratively slap the shit out of her and wake her up. I'm giving you full, complete permission to basically do this or halfway do this. I need you to. I'll consider it somewhat of a betrayal if you really largely don't do that. I'd be offended. It's got to be at least quite a little bit of that in there, because that's the medicine she needs. And she won't listen to her own son because it's her son. She just can't. She's incapable. We've seen this kind of thing before. Sick. So, again, because of how ridiculous this substantive deflection is, I simply added back to her. I said, no. Okay, I'm explaining it to her. See, Mom, your problem is that you are trying to be my teacher to change my manner of how I choose to act. I am an adult, though. But I am the one who is teaching you. Sadly, I don't want to be. I hate this also, but I'm being forced to be in the position. And a man's not going to do anything else. If it's this bad, this long, and you have also still halfway no idea really how bad it is. You don't get to be a woman and fucking mistreat people forever and be perfectly immune. At some point, because you traumatize their brain that much, then the grand karmic God programming cycle must make it come back to you, because the fucking aggravated problem person, so to speak, who you've offended, that he's more and more indignant, he's gonna fucking lash out more. But that's, you sowed. You sow, so you reap what you sow. There's nothing wrong here. What the fuck? You get it? But she's going to continue gaslighting. No, look at you, etc., etc. So, and it is very interesting because the prophecy is that Elijah at the end of days is going to turn the hearts of the parents back towards the children. It's very interesting. Why is this the immediate prophetic angle at the edge cusp heading into the Messianic days? Why is that the theme that they're picking? Oh, it has something to do with how parents and children need to reconcile. Why is that playing out? Because that's going to be the problem. That's going to be the problem. That's the largest problem. More on that sometime soon. But continuing for now. I hate writing like this. I'm barely writing this to her flat out like this straight for the first time ever in my life after 37 years. Today, like this, because it just became that much cumulative damage from her, damage. It's like just shitting. She might as well take out her asshole and just fart in my eye with diarrhea explosion into my eye socket for my brain to soak up. That's like how much she's respecting me. Man hates this shit. We hate it. We would rather set fire to your whole fucking house and kill all of you than to fucking put up with this. But if that's true about man's nature, ostensibly, in even the potentiality, conceivably, it's realistic, it's true. You owe as woman to therefore not ever permit the risk of this, lest you own the karma back to you. You see, it keeps refeeding debt. Sin debt, where do we plug it to? Sin debt, where do we plug it to? It keeps being the ultimate fight. Chava, Eve, unrectified, closer to Lilith energy again, just no, and never ending until the world burns. So it is then going to burn. You'll have it that way. Oh no, why is my world burning? It's your fault too. See, it never ends. You have to be killed. Figuratively speaking, at the very least. Proverbially and all like that. Spiritually, etc., etc. But fuck. You see how I feel? So, I'm writing to her, I'm the one who is having to be your teacher now, teaching you that it is your behavior that's the wrong one here. So then I go on to describe. So therefore now naturally, where both of us are each trying to be the teacher of the other person, you try to be my teacher, I'm trying to be your teacher. Okay, so who gets to be the one who's in the right and who has to defer to who? The broken thinking, all I know is that I'm the mother, so even if you're my 37-year-old and you're the male son and I'm the woman parent, I still have to be your dominator. No! Grace runs out. If you burned the grace when the son was 10 and 12 and then you've just been an abuser of him for 25 years since, you have nothing. You deserve nothing but to be kicked back, so to speak, fully. What are you dreaming for if you're the woman in her position? You don't have any right. Morally, you have no reasonable expectation or claim in your mind that something should be different than the way it is. You see what I'm saying? Help explain this to her. Help her realize it's her fault. I'm counting on you. The whole world. Oh my God. And onwards. So I go on to explain that both of us are trying to be the teacher of the other. I have news for you, Mom. The true teacher, rightfully, by God, this is more substantive, pure, perfect, panemius sense than anything else. This is the new dimensionality of Torah, the dimensionality of morality, which is what? The substantive, which is what? It's this. It's dignity versus indignation, the most substantive inner thing of all. The true teacher in the situation isn't the parent automatic as an automatic. It should be, but if you're the parent and you acted so foolish as to forego that status in the substance, you have no right to still cling in the form. No, you're wrong, and just gaslighting mindlessly forever while you can't perceive anything correctly. Sick. We explained to her finally, rather, it is the one who's in the right, ultimately, that has the right and the backing of God energetically, that's the one who's in the right in the substance, in the accounting system up high. It's pure truth. Shouldn't even take almost 20 minutes now, but you get the thing. So I just simply stress, you are the one who's in the wrong. You in the wrong. See? Okay, have I said anything so unreasonable in context? No. A significant proportion at the minimum of people in my exact shoes who've been through the shit I've been through with her would be reacting in roughly a similar way, though it's not unexcusable or wrong or bad like it's being framed. But we're tired of the insult is that she comes back to still try to label it as that. So I continue to teach her, your job, as I resent it, I hate it, but there's nothing else possible. It's not, nothing else works, and this also doesn't work. So, but wait a minute, we had the instruction already. Step 2 is get a witness. That's why I'm locked. Prison is when no one's backing me. That's why I'm suffering for years, because I have no third party to triangulate the echo chamber, triangulation, leveraging to squeeze on from multiple angles to make the vice grip onto her. Snip. Cut these people off. Because the true end messianic days, I have a feeling, call me whatever you want, but I say prophetically, the end days are going to be pure substantive relationships at the level of form won't matter. It almost won't matter if you happen to be the mother or maybe father, might be a little different, but whatever. It's the only question. God looks in the pure substantive lens. Did you do right to them or not? Did you dignify them or not? Did you dignify that or not? And all the crisscross ways. That's it. That's all that's going to matter. We continue. It goes on to state, I go on to state to her, your job as a woman, parent, mother to the 37-year-old male son, and the world's already saying all sorts of things about me, and she's aware of this. So, do you see what an insult that is? Even if they say my son is Messiah, and I kind of half believe it even, I will still be this derisive of him. What? That's an insult to the concept itself. So you're extra guilty, she would be. Right? All of this is regardless of whether or not it happens to be true. It doesn't matter because that's not the point. The point is, how's that human being treating that human being? Oh, it's not good, etc., etc. We go on to explain to her that job of the mother then is never to attempt to evade criticism narcissistically for your own wrongdoing by protesting your son's manner of expression when he is indignant that he's rebuking you. If you earn the rebuke, too bad. You gotta eat it. What are we teaching new here? This is not new. This is the cluster B, narcissistic, psychopathic, etc., 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 broad scope-wise tendency. They don't. No, I'm right. That's just, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. I'm stone. I'm made of stone. It's fucked. It's fucking mental. Stop these people, please. Continuing. I explained to her, normally, this makes sense. Certainly is not unreasonable patently on the face. Certainly not. I go on to write, if I chose, now we're explaining to her, that manner of expression, which was mean to you because it was, or whatever, it's because you are the one who provoked that to happen. And you did that wrongfully. And it was wrong, so deeply wrong, that it was so deep that you merited, essentially, that reaction which I gave you. That's it. You don't get to be an abuser of the dignity of a human being who's a grown man above the age of 13 and expect that you then just get to keep whipping them around you. He will fucking kill you all. Not literally as a threat, but the risk of that in the generality is there in the general situation, and that's enough. Not speaking about me and not speaking about an actual threat, but the general situation creates the general existence of a non-negligible risk. It's conceivable that the man in the position will go up and fucking just destroy and kill and stab and flame and what. You see, just because the possibility is created in the abstract, you're already guilty for being what? You led your own children to wrath. But we see in the Bible in the New Testament, just as good for the principle of this particular kind. Yes, it says, parents, do not ever, you will fucking die spiritually. You do never anger your children ever to the point of their wrath. You are 100% in the wrong if you're the parent who fucking does that. You're completely in the fucking wrong. And she supposedly, exists within earshot of that tradition as well. What the fuck is taking her so long to realize? Obey it and feel the shame if you did that wrong thing. Make them feel the shame. We get it. Continuing. So nothing wrong here. So I just said it. And I had never tried to control a man when you are not a man. Ever. Don't do it. Every tradition tells you the proper setting in the whatever way. A little variation from here or there, but generally it's largely right. Do you get it? Okay? So you can imagine as I'm experiencing all this shit, I'm very pissed off. Again, this is my birthday, you stupid woman. That mother being stupid woman. I again clarify, you're 100,000,000% in the wrong. I did zero morally wrong. I'm not guilty that you should scold me and demand some fucking stupid shit. Period. Continuing. You are the one who should be begging for an apology. Please, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, my son. The one who's in the wrong is always supposed to make the begging, the atonement, the repentance. The repentance. Repent. You pay. That is, you atone. You offer. You atone, I should say, as well. You are the one who needs to pay the suffering price, the Yisurin. You need to experience the discomfort and pain. You. Because she didn't get it when I told her you once. She's deflecting, so now I'm going to put it 4 times you. Doesn't work, 16 times you. Doesn't work, 64 times. Or eventually, the witness has to come in because she needs to be shamed more. Continuing. Stop trying to run away from this condemnation we're making of you properly. You see? Stop trying to run from it. Stop trying to reverse the roles. I'm really just repeating the correct God ruling over the situation. Could anyone disagree? Stop abusing fully saturatedly abused people. They're gonna snap. It's the law of physics. You got warned. You're still doing it. One could imagine her receiving notice of this or awareness. The mother's completely liable. Fuck this shit. This is sick. I'm tired of this shit. I have brain damage, brain tissue leaking out of my throat hole while she's ruining my birthday with this shit. God's gonna kill everybody. I swear, I can't wait for it. I hate humanity because you're all stupid. Continuing. Stop trying to reverse the roles. No, you are the one who's in the fucking wrong. You are fucking wrong here. Again, you. It's my birthday, stupid people. What kind of shit is this? Etc., etc. I'm really fucking mad. This is bullshit. You have no human love. The mother to the son, it's his birthday. You're bad. I'll push you around. You are sheep. I go here, go there. You're just a thing. You're a factor. I'll factor you in. I'll factor you out. Coo. Coo fucking coo. So you get the idea. Continuing. Have I said anything unreasonable? No. Anyone would back my side more. I understand that man's that pain. This woman horrible because you really keep daring to dream the audacious dream. I'm super mom. I'm irresistible. Teflon. I'm like with eyes glazed over, just non-blinking, like a comet blasting other stones out of the way. That's all she is. No, I am Barbara. I make up my mind. I can never be wrong. We all hate that kind of thing in humanity. We hate that. Call it out. We all hate when people try to deflect. But you hear that the son in this position has been brought to this level of frustration and anger. So why would you do an adding more? You wouldn't, unless you're sicko. So I hope I did a good job stressing all the emphatic parts here so that you get it. You see that? Onwards. Now watch this. in response to all that we've just put, you know what she puts? Consider this. You're in my position. You're a man. And then you got treated this way by your mother. What the fuck? What the hell? And then, in response to your heart pouring out like this, I want you to imagine what it's like to get the next. You see, because all of this, what you wrote here, if you're in my position, is you going, wake up, stop hurting me. I'm a man, so indignation hurts. That's why men murder. Women don't do that. See, it's different polarity and energy. Stop frying me in the fryer. It fries me, you stupid people. And she just writes back, cold, careless. The following. Get yourself checked. Just sit there with that. That's for you. That's for you. For feeling this whole way you did, being human above here, that's for you. Go look at that. That's how much we love you. You're just a nit shit to kick back for you like you're nothing on your birthday. You're valueless. We don't regard you. Give you the one-liner back. Fuck you. Stop abusing people. You're gonna dance so close to the risk of life and universe. People, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Wake up. God help you, people. God help you. Wake up. Wake. Somebody shake these people away because you're hurting people without giving a fuck that you're hurting them. Etc., etc. Continuing. How you feel about that? Is that good? You like that? This is gaslighting. Obviously, by merit, the person in my position, as we discussed on the phone and now further here, it's not that, oh, I'm supposed to get myself checked now. Oh, okay. Duh. It's so stupefying, so insulting. It's all brazen, flaming, fucking, it's more wrong. So the total guilt she had in God's ledger now, just multiplied by another 5 times greater. So watch this. How, by man's nature, pure, true nature. Nature isn't wrong. Nature's nature. You see, God made you that. That's normal for your nature. By nature, I read this, I almost started fucking punching 20 people in the face. I didn't. I had, like any man would, half a man would have been like, "Rah!" Right? And I have to just sit there, go like, and not punch people and just go, I'm being treated like this. More blood boiling. Stop these people. I simply added, after a few minutes of just freaking the fuck out, I just like, God damn it, I hate you and you show contempt for a grown man's judgment. God hates this. More condemnation. Because man's job and role is to be the judge and the law. But woman wants to subvert it. My idea is better. I'm the controller. It's all fucking sick. Continuing. And then, no, you piece of shit. Again, in context, not unreasonable. Because you must feel the hurt that was what you caused. Even if your entanglement of your brain is so miswired that you can't perceive most of the time when I put something like this, that it really is to kick back for what you said. Because these types are like this. So actually 9 out of 10 times I'll say, no, you piece of shit, because it sounds immature, but we have to choke them out with the gas that they fermented it within us. It has to keep going in a circle. It's my godly duty to, this is new messianism, new programming. It's holy to choke you up with that which you started. Because you need to learn. I don't need to get myself checked, you piece of shit. Is it wrong for me to call her piece of shit? No. This man in my position has been so thoroughly fucking abused, she's doing that to him. And then she still doesn't care and then still does more. It needs to be stopped. Get yourself checked. That's how you talk to me on my fucking birthday. So you made my day even worse after the point where we talked on the phone earlier is bad enough, etc., etc. Goes on to say, I go on to tell her, You are human fucking shit. That's where it's left off now at this point. It's now 6 p.m. today on my birthday. I'm tired of this. Not completely, patently unreasonable for a person in my position to say that. That's exactly why I permit it that it be said. I want it to be said. I will go up to the edge of almost unreasonable so I can get as much coverage as possible on what I dump on your head. Because you've been dumping on my head the same fucking way. Or similarly with your true, her true disregard, being the real disregard and overstepping of the situation. So I'm tired of this shit. Help me. Etzer, please be an Etzer here. You get me? Please actually be a rescuer. Amen.